vu.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! You saved my life!
No problem. Somebody has to protect people from those nasty vampires.
Vampires? So they really do exist? Heroes too.
Yep, they really do. But unfortunately, non-spells aren't supposed to know about any of it. Via Mintis.
You're just gonna leave me here? What if the vampires come back?
What? You still remember all that?
Well, yeah. Being saved from vampires by a wizard? It's not the kind of thing you forget.
This is the first time I've ever met a non-spell who is immune to a Mintis.
So, Cal, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, I'm not sure how to say this. Do you ever miss Otherworld?
You're homesick, is that it?
Kind of. Being on Earth, well, it's hard to always act the way people do here.
Listen, if you'd like to go back to Otherworld for a visit, you should take it up with Master Chem.
What were you thinking bringing a non-spell here? Okay, I get it. She's pretty. You like her. But did you even consider the risk? What if she finds out we're spellbinders?
That girl is really pretty. I feel like I've seen her before, but I can't remember where.
There's a shocker. A pretty girl walks in the door and you think you've met her before. You wouldn't maybe be a little jealous that she showed up with Fabrice, would you?
What? No way! I just had this weird feeling of deja vu. That's all.
Look, I didn't want to bring her over here, but I cast a Mintis on her and it didn't work.
Are you sure you did it right?
Of course I'm sure.
If a Mintis doesn't work on Claire, there's got to be a reason. Maybe we found a new spellbinder.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. Besides the fact that people are using magic to scan my brain, I'm perfectly fine.
Sparrow, your instinct was right. Claire does have magic in her. My sense is that if she learns to use it, she could be a wonderful spellbinder.
It's true that hard-to-explain things have happened to me more than once.
It was probably your powers coming out without your being able to control them.
Seriously? Magic? Me? Don't worry. We're here to help you.
The best thing would be for you to stay here at the manor.
You can stay in my room with me if you want. Thanks. Thanks for everything. Really. Claire, I know this is a lot to deal with at once, but believe me, I get what you're going through. What I mean to say is if you want to talk about it, maybe you want to let your family know. Do you want to call them? There's no one to call. I don't really have any family. Oh. Okay, time for Betty Bye. Where have you been all day? Moping around because Claire likes Fabrice more than you? Don't worry, you still have me. We're a team, right? What's going on?
I've been talking to Master Chem about Claire. He's thinking of bringing her to Otherworld at the end of the week.
Okay, but, for how long? A few days? A week?
Until she completes spellbinder training.
What? But that could take years. She's better off here with us. She's a really fast learner, and she could be a big help to the Alpha team. Okay. I know that's not the way it's usually done, but really, it would be better for Claire if she stayed here and did her apprenticeship in the field. Go on, tell her.
I can't. I'm the one who's gonna be Claire's teacher on Otherworld.
But how are you gonna do that? I mean, you can't be on Earth and on Otherworld at the same time. Oh, don't tell me you're...
Cal is going back to Otherworld for a while.
Wait! We're going to lose Cal and Claire at the same time? That's just great for the Alpha team. Now how are we supposed to stop the vampires that attacked Claire?
I don't understand. I really don't want to go to Otherworld. I like it here with you. It's almost like I have a family for the first time in a really long time.
Don't worry. We're not gonna let them take you. We'll work together and catch the vampires that attacked you. That way, we'll show Chem and Isabella that you're learning a lot more with us than you would on Otherworld.
Tara, listen, I know you're trying to do the right thing, but even if we catch those vampires, how do you know Cham and Isabella won't just send Claire to Otherworld anyway?
Don't you understand anything? If Claire doesn't want to go to Otherworld, it's wrong to force her. Oh, but you're gonna leave anyway, aren't you? Without even telling us. So just go. I won't stop you.
Okay then. So how are we gonna find those vampires?
I've got an idea. Tonight, we'll go to the...
What happened to your happy face, Cal?
Cham, are you trying to give me a heart attack?
Isabella told me you'd like to return to Otherworld. How long were you thinking of staying?
I'm not sure. I mean, there'll always be Semshinox trying to come to Earth and...
And?
I don't know. I guess I feel like Alpha Team's job is never going to end, and I'm kind of homesick and...
Cal, I cannot have an Alpha Team member with anything less than 100% commitment. If I have to find a replacement for you, you'll lose your place for good. You realize that, don't you? Make sure you think this through. And remember, this is about more than just you. Whatever you decide, it will most certainly affect Terra and Sparrow.
There's no trace of the vampires. They must be using an opacus to hide or something. If I were a vampire, where would I go at night?
A dance club. Or not.
Movie theater? You know, to see a horror film?
They aren't playing any right now.
I know. In detective movies, the bad guys always return to the scene of the crime. So, let's go to the park where the vampires attacked me.
She's right. If they found a good spot, they'll probably keep coming back to it. Look out, vampires! Here we come!
Via Transportus!
Have you got the insignia yet?
Not quite. I've had a couple of minor snags. Give me 3 more days and it'll all be done.
3 days and no more. Remember what is in store for you if you disappoint me.
Okay, Claire, who are you really? Nothing? There's zero trace of Claire on Earth. It's like she doesn't even exist.
What were you looking for? Claire? You're spying on her now? Isn't it enough that you're bailing out on us? Now you're spying on our friends, too.
You've got it all wrong. I swear. It's just that since I met her, I've had a bad feeling about that girl. I even tried to follow her last night, but...
What?
Yeah.
You followed Claire? You know what? You go back to Otherworld and take a nice long break, because it's obvious you really need one. I just don't get Cal's attitude lately. Seriously, if he was so unhappy on Earth with us, why didn't he say something before? And now he's going around bad-mouthing Claire.
Listen, Tara, try and look at it from Cal's point of view. He's homesick. He hasn't been back to Otherworld forever. You have to...
Vampire, I wonder what he's up to. Come on, let's follow him.
Hey, that's where you saved my life.
Yeah, and you shouldn't even be able to remember it. I guess it was fate.
Wait, I heard something.
But Claire, Tara said... Oh, whatever.
We are torturers!
He's gone. Are you okay? Take my hand.
We said to keep an eye on the vampires, not attack them. The worst part about it is you put Claire in danger. What if the vampire had really gone after her?
Tara, it's my fault that Fabrice attacked the vampire. But all I managed to do was get him hurt. Maybe Chem and Isabella were right after all.
But just don't forget that we're a team and we have to work together. You should have called us as soon as you spotted the vampire. Luckily, Sparrow and I managed to follow the guy, and we found their secret hideout. It's a jewelry store in the middle of town.
So what do we do now?
We can't attack them directly. They're too strong. We'll stake out their hiding place and set a trap for them.
Here. Claire has a familiar.
I really appreciate everything you're doing for me. Considering how Cal feels about me, I'm actually pretty surprised you stood up for me.
I don't know what it is. It's just that we get along so well. Maybe it's because you and I are kind of the same. Normal girls who found out they were spellbinders. Or the other way around. I don't even know anymore.
So, ready for breakfast?
And afterwards, we'll go take a look at that vampire hideout.
The thieves' insignia. Ha! I knew she was hiding something. She's a thief from Otherworld. I saw her familiar. It's an owl. Nobody believed me when I said there was something weird about her, so I waited until I could prove it before I brought it up. What are you gonna do now?
We can't take any risks. We're not going to do anything until we know who she really is. We need to ask the Living Stone.
I already tried that. There's no trace of her on Earth. Maybe she erased everything?
On Earth, perhaps. But there's data on Otherworld that can't be erased.
Why are you looking at school pictures?
There aren't many thief schools on Otherworld. She's about 18, so it would have been 10 or so years ago. Around the same time you were in school.
Wait! That's her. I recognize the owl.
Yes, it is her. She's changed since then.
Of course! That's Clara! How could I have forgotten her? Claire? Clara, that's it! She was a nice kid. She didn't have many friends. Kept to herself most of the time. I think I remember they kicked her out of school because she wasn't very good.
Well, whatever the case may be, she's here now for a reason. And we need to find out what it is before Master Chem takes her back to Otherworld.
Okay, I'll get in touch with some of my old classmates and see if anyone knows anything about her. Yeah.
Okay, we know there are 3 of them, and the store is only open at night. They don't have many customers, but the ones they do have aren't exactly your typical jewelry shoppers.
So what do you think they're up to in their hideout?
Well, actually, Tara and I think they're using the store to traffic rare stones stolen from Otherworld. The Semshinoks also use the stones for bribes so people stay out of their business.
The store opens around 7 o'clock. The 2 youngest vampires are the first ones out. The other one, the older vampire, wakes up an hour later. He's the most experienced and definitely the most dangerous of the 3. Fabrice, he's the one you saw, right? Then that's when we have to make our move. Any earlier and the jewelry store is locked up like Fort Knox. But we can't wait until the boss vampire gets up, or they'll be too strong. The signal to go is when the first vampire opens the metal gate. Claire and I will go up to him and pretend we're tourists who are lost and need directions. Then we cast an Asomas on him. That's where Fabrice and Sparrow come in. Then, still pretending we're tourists, we go into the store and act like we're interested in something in the display case. We'll be really crazed shoppers and make a big fuss to create a diversion. Then, another Asomas, and phase 1 is complete. Next, while Claire keeps an eye on the entrance to the store, the Alpha team sneaks down into the crypt through a rear door.
Then all we have to do is grab the last vampire while he's still sleeping. He won't even know what hit him.
You got it, Fabrice. Via Asomas!
Via Levitas!
Tara, behind you!
Via Asomas!
That vampire was a pretty tough customer, but he didn't have a chance against us.
I sure hope 3 of us can take one vampire. I don't know how we set off that alarm, but it all worked out.
Oh yeah, it sure did.
Cal, I have that information you wanted.
Great. Okay, what you got for me?
Well, there's this band of renegade thieves that's recruiting new members.
Okay, so that means they're putting them through initiation. What's your point?
They asked a young thief, a girl, to go to Earth and steal an insignia from a gang of vampires.
Vampires?
We're done here, and I think Claire has really earned a place in the Alpha team.
Tara, you gotta listen to me. I finally found out what Claire wants with us. She's using us to help her steal the vampire's insignia.
Oh, Cal, why are you still on her case? What are you gonna try and blame on her next? Global warming? And you should know that Claire really helped against those vampires. In fact, without her... Claire? Have you seen Claire?
She's gone. Where'd she go?
My insignia is gone. Your friend stole it. She's been hanging around here for weeks.
Oops.
Via Transportus! You can't escape, Claire.
I stood up for you. I trusted you. The least you owe me is an explanation.
Sorry, Tara. I had to steal the insignia. It was the only way to prove I can hold my own with the best thieves. Too bad I had to play you guys.
What? That's why you lied to us and tricked us into helping you? For your ego?
Via Levitus!
Sorry, Claire, but we're gonna have to turn you in. Via paralysis! Master Chem, we need you here.
Right. It's time we took this young woman back to Otherworld. Care to come along, Cal?
Well, that's okay, Master Chem. I can't really leave when... I love this job. Chasing Samshonox with 2 foxy spellbinders? Who could walk away from that?